Well, it is noon, so I will get started. I will say to everybody, welcome friends to 2 Minutes of Torah, which on Fridays doubles as our thought for Shabbat. So this week we read the end of the book of Numbers, and the final verse of this fourth book of the Torah reads, "These are the commandments and regulations that the Eternal enjoined upon the Israelites through Moses on the steps of Moab at the Jordan near Jericho." The final words of the book of Leviticus are actually pretty similar. At the end of Leviticus, we read that God gave the commandments to Moses for the Israelite people on Mount Sinai. Our Jewish tradition picks up on the similarities and differences in the ends of these two books. And a 13th century Torah commentator named Rabbi Bachya explains that the differences between these two endings help us to see that at the end of the book of Numbers, we now finalize the covenant between God and the Israelite people. Before, Moses acted as a go-between, repeating God's words to the people. But now the people receive these commandments directly from God. It's perhaps a slight distinction to make, yet I see this transition from the end of Leviticus to the end of Numbers as an important step in helping all of us, in helping our ancient Israelite ancestors, and in helping us to transition into a people where each of us has our own covenant with God to protect. At the end of the book of Deuteronomy, Moses dies, and never again will the Israelite people be able to rely on one person to give us God's words and tell us what right and wrong are. Instead, we will need to rely on our own responsibilities, our own commitments, our own sense of obligation to something greater than ourselves to respond to this covenant and keep it going. As the end of the book of Numbers reminds us, we have mitzvot, commandments, to fulfill in order to continue this special relationship. In particular, we are God's partner in healing the world and making it a better place. And we try to do that little by little, day by day. Sometimes we see it in the kind words we offer to one another, in reaching out to our fellow neighbors and friends. At other moments, our call to heal the world can take on a more tangible shape and form. At this time, we know that our neighbors, our friends, our community members are experiencing food insecurity at very high numbers. As part of this direct covenant with God that each of us is a part of, we are commanded to care for the most vulnerable in our society, offering food and comfort to those who are hungry in our midst. Our Sharing Healthy Meals Committee has taken on a new campaign to respond to this need. It's called Buy It, Bag It, Bring It, BBB. And what I love about this campaign is that this is something that everyone in our families, each person regardless of age, can participate in. If you follow the link in the comments that I'll post below, you can sign up for a slot to fill 5 or 10 bags with meals. These meals will be delivered to Someone Cares Soup Kitchen. And each bag will be assembled by your family, and so you can even decorate them as a way to brighten someone else's day. Then on July 26th, we will have a socially distanced drop-off line at the temple to deliver these meals. All you have to do is drive up, open your trunk, and a volunteer will take these bags from you and deliver them to the soup kitchen. We hope you'll consider participating in this mitzvah opportunity, a way to respond to God's command, a way to respond to the needs of our community, a way to bring just a little bit of healing to our world. And of course, if you have any questions about Buy It, Bag It, Bring It, please contact the temple office or Harold Waldman. I also want to wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. I look forward to celebrating Shabbat with you this evening. We have Tah Shabbat at 6:30, and our adult services begin at 7:30, all on Facebook Live or on our temple website. Thanks for being with me today for 2 Minutes of Torah, and I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom.